Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how are you today? Before we get started, if you haven't signed up for our newsletter yet, please do so. All the information you're going to need is in the description box below, along with my email address, Trish's email address. Okay, so you can get a hold of us, so you can we'll get you set up with the newsletter, or if you just want to talk. Okay, we get several emails a day. Just asking for advice and stuff like that. And we always love to converse with our subscribers. Also, grab your coffee, maybe some chocolate, because you just never know with me what's going to come out of my mouth, what's going on in the world today. And it seems to be just getting worse and worse and worse every single day, and I had actually received this email from a subscriber, and I agree with her 110%. Okay. And it has to do with all the recalls. We are seeing so many recalls every single day. And I call BS on just about every single one of them, as well as you guys. Okay. In this email, she says to me, I don't know about you, but I've reached my believability limit. Yeah, exactly. And she said, first, chicken, 60,000 pounds, canned beef, 500,000 cans, all the spices. Then comes the drink mixes. Now, pork, really? You know that Purdue, the owner of the largest pork producing facility, is a senator. They've hit 3 of the major meat groups. Anyone want to take bets that mercury shows up in the fish? We all know there's going to be a can shortage. No big deal. There won't be anything to put in the cans. I don't know about you, but I'm done with the BS. I am done with the BS too. I'm done. And because I responded to her. I really did. And I said, we all know, people of the prepared mind, we all know the real reason behind these recalls. We're not dumb. They've been trying to pull the wool over our eyes for years, but now it's just escalating. It's escalating to the point where they think they'll never catch on. Shame, shame, know your name. They'll never catch on. Shut the front door, you lint licker. We know what's going on, man. You really think we are that friggin' stupid? Come on. Come on. With the shortages that we're seeing, okay? And now all these recalls. Really? Nay, nay. Nay, nay. Sorry, not sorry, but I will never apologize for telling the truth. I won't. I've got more recalls to tell you about. And you could sit here and go through them with me if you want. I don't care if you don't. But I'm just saying, if you want to know the truth, stick with me. Because I'm a truth sayer. That's why they tried to take me down a long time ago. But guess what? They couldn't do it. So, another subscriber, he got a hold of me. He said, because of the current shortages and shipping and distribution supply chain problems, these are some of the things for your vehicles. So he put together a list, and I was just like, you know what? This is really awesome. So thank you for sending me this. So I'm going to read you the list that he comprised of. Okay, so he said, number 1, extra oil. Get at least 1 case of the type of oil for each of your vehicles based on the manufacturer recommendation for each vehicle. Number 2, at least 2 excellent quality oil filters for each vehicle. Number 3, at least 1, if not 2, quality air filters for each vehicle. Number 4, an extra set of every light bulb your vehicle has. Right on. Number 5, extra windshield washer fluid. Number 6, engine coolant. 7, power steering, power brake fluid. 8, transmission fluid. 9, if you have diesel engine, you need to get a DEF, which is diesel exhaust fluid, right now, as there is a global shortage, which is already affecting trucking in many nations. You'll thank me for buying these items when prices rise and there is a lack of availability. That is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for that list. It's awesome. So now to this, okay? This urgent recall, and you know them, everything's urgent. Urgent! Get it out there! Let everyone know! Damn it! You know, so anyway, it's Coca-Cola. No, I didn't stutter. So, following the Kool-Aid recall, I know. I don't. So, following the Kool-Aid recall and the more extensive Kraft Heinz drink recall, you know, with the Country Time lemonade and stuff like that. Yeah, I didn't throw out any of mine. I really didn't. And I'm not going to. You know, yeah, you won't catch me on that day. So from recent weeks, we have a few new recalls involving soda and juices. This time around, we're looking at 2 separate Coca-Cola recall announcements impacting products like Minute Maid, Sprite, and Coca-Cola. Guess what? I've got Minute Maid and I've got Sprite in my house. Or, no, wait, I'm sorry. Is it Sierra Mist? It's Sierra Mist. I'm sorry. My bad. Oopsie poopsie. Yeah, I screwed up. But anyways, so lots of these soda drinks and juices might contain foreign substances like metal. You know what? Guess what, jackass? Soda comes in metal cans, aluminum cans. So what's your point? I'm going to shut up, but you should stop drinking any of the Coke, Minute Maid, and Sprite products in the recalls and throw away any potential contaminated products. You know why? Do I really have to spell it out for you? I didn't think so. So Kraft Heinz announced a few days ago that it found traces of glass or metal in various brands of popular beverages. The company advised Country Time Lemonade, Tang, Arizona Tea, and Kool-Aid buyers to ensure the supply they own wasn't part of the recall. Now, Coca-Cola has 2 separate recall actions in place concerning different batches of drinks, but both of them involve potential contamination with foreign substances. The Minute Maid recall involves products that might contain metal pieces. Coca-Cola issued a recall for various Minute Maid drinks that might be impacted. The following Minute Maid flavors are part of the recall: berry punch, strawberry lemonade, and fruit punch. The Minute Maid products in the Coca-Cola recall were sold in 8 states: Pennsylvania, Connecticut, New York, North Carolina, Maryland, Virginia, Maine, and New Jersey. Distributors might have sold some 7,000 cases of these Minute Maid drinks in the states that are included in the recall. The juices expire next year, so buyers might still have them in their homes. If you still own Minute Maid drinks from the recall lots above, you should stop consuming them immediately. Instead, you should seek a refund or discard the products. And the Minute Maid recall is the most recent Coca-Cola recall, but the company issued a similar recall in late November per commissary. The Coca-Cola recall involved Coca-Cola and Sprite soda cans containing an undisclosed foreign matter. That's according to a Department of Defense All Food and Drug Activity message issued on November 24th. These are the Coca-Cola and Sprite product subject to recall: Coca-Cola 12-ounce cans, Coca-Cola 12-ounce cans, Sprite's 12-ounce cans. You'll see all of these in the link that I put in the description box below, okay? Other recalls you should be aware of. Oh, God. There's so many. So many. It's so ridiculous. I'm not even going to get into it because that's how ridiculous it is. Yeah. I mean, it's like, so I can't even anymore. I really can't. So, then I was sent this. This is about, it's a, okay, I'll just read it to you. Okay. A coalition of California restaurants and grocery stores have filed a lawsuit to block implementation of a new farm animal welfare law, adding to uncertainty about whether bacon and other fresh pork products will be much more expensive or in short supply in the state when the new rules take effect on New Year's Day. Now, remember, I had said, what was it, about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. Might have been longer than that. It was right before I had bought my second freezer. And I had said to start stocking up on meats now because the prices of meats are going to start to skyrocket after the first of the year. So, because that's the one thing that I made sure I stocked up on was a lot of pork and bacon, stuff like that. And the lawsuit is the latest step in a tumultuous 3-year process of enacting rules overwhelmingly approved by voters, but that remain in question even as the law is set to begin, since voters approved Proposition 12 by a 2-to-1 ratio in November 2018. State officials have missed deadlines for releasing specific regulations covering the humane treatment of animals that provide meat for the California market. Most hog producers haven't made changes to comply with the law, and now a coalition of business owners is seeking more than a 2-year delay. We're saying this is not going to work. That's what Nate Rose, who is a spokesman for the California Grocers Association. Wow, this is a really long article. So just, prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves now. I've been saying this for, I don't know how long. Just prepare yourselves now, okay? If you can afford to, shop online, okay? Shop in your different stores for a second freezer before it's too late, and stock that big boy up with meats, okay? If I can do it, you can do it, okay? And I'm on a budget. I'm just saying, if I can do it, you can do it. Okay, I got a 7 cubic foot freezer at Lowe's for $250. Okay, if I can do it, you can do it. And I stocked that big boy up. Okay, so please I'm only looking out for you guys. I really, truly am. Okay, I don't want any of you to ever go hungry. That's why I do what I do. That's why I do the research that I do. That's why I say what I say. And that's why I keep going at it every single day, because I never want any of you guys to go hungry. No one in this community will ever, ever suffer or go hungry. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. I care too much. So then this I found. And this was also brought to my attention by, I call her my friend, okay? She is my personal hero, Sarge. She's in Naples, Florida, okay? And she had said something to me in an email, and I said, oh, gosh, I don't know how to go about saying any of this, because I really don't. And then I found this article, and I'm like, maybe this has something to do with it. I don't know. But U.S. establishment leaders, okay, including, I'm going to say rhinos, but it's RINO, okay, rhinos, are trying to provoke Russia, okay, into a full-scale war over Ukraine in order to provide sufficient chaos as a cover for planned global reset, debt bomb implosion. They also need a war in order to justify medical martial law, gun confiscation, and supply chain failures while suspending the 2022 midterm elections and keeping the potato puppet masters in power for as long as possible. Okay, now enter Senator Roger Wicker, okay, who on he was on the show with Neil Cavuto, okay? He implied that the U.S. military could launch a surprise nuclear attack on Russia. Bad idea. Bad idea. Just saying. I would not rule out American troops on the ground, adding that we also shouldn't rule out first-use nuclear action against Russia. Ooh, that phrase, first use, means surprise attack. Bad idea. I think. I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't like conflict. I don't know. What do you think? So you can... in the link that I'm going to leave you guys, okay, in the description box below, you can watch a video that you can hear him say that, okay? So this sort of talk is beyond, it's beyond stupid. It's beyond ridiculous. It's extremely dangerous, okay? But it's because it invites Russia to attack us first. If Putin becomes convinced that the U.S. would launch a surprise attack of its own, Putin is not that guy. He is not that guy to screw with. I mean, I'm sorry. You know, it's like it's like messing with that Kim Jong-un. You just don't do it. You don't do it. You don't give these guys a reason. They're off the chain to begin with. You really want to give them a reason? No, you don't. So, this is the standard game theory stuff, and we can assure you that Putin has a significant higher IQ than anyone making these decisions in the U.S., referring to potato. He has no brain cells, okay? So, for him to be making these kind of statements and these kind of decisions, nay, nay. My 7-year-old nephew can make better decisions than that man. Just saying. Now, when it comes to strategy, Putin, he's a genius. Okay, and by comparison, Potato, he's a dementia patient who craps himself on it. I mean, it depends. Sorry. He probably took stock in it. So, Russia would mop the floor with the U.S. and NATO forces if a war were to break out in the Ukraine. You know it, and I know it. And when Sarge said what she said to me, okay, and I really, I wish I could repeat what she said to me, but I don't want to break that confidentiality rule with her. You know what I mean? Maybe if she emails me back and says, yeah, go ahead, Autumn, you know, say what you want to say, you know, but I won't. But this is pretty much saying exactly what she said, almost to a T. Almost. But because the Pentagon leaders are all compromised communists, they're traitors, they're sellouts, they deliberately want to make America fall. They really do. They want us to fail. And for what? What is your purpose, man? You're supposed to be the one to strategize and keep us safe. But yet here you are. You want us to fail? No. They've turned the military into like a social experiment. I mean, He can tell you. My son, he can tell you. But that emphasis, like, on over, what was that? My kids. Never mind. Over combat effectiveness. Okay, Russia trains actual men to fight like warriors. You know this. I know this. All right. Like, while America, they encourage former men to be transformed into boys. And God, I don't want to talk about this because it's hard. It tugs at the heartstrings. It's heart-wrenching. It really is. But Russia is vastly ahead of the U.S. in terms of weapons technology, including the full development of hypersonic missiles. Russia already has hypersonic missiles in full deployment, while the U.S. military lags years behind and will probably never get them to work, since the entire military industrial complex has also gone full woke. And these missiles are game changers in any theater of war because there are no defenses against them. They move so fast that radar can't track them due to the laws of physics. So it's scary. It's scary. It's scary to think that we don't have a lot of time. We don't have a lot of time. And I don't know what else to say. I really don't. I wish I did. And I wish I had all the answers. But I don't. You know, I mean, does anybody know if there's been a lot of troop movement? I don't know. I do know that Russia told their citizens to pretty much hunker down. That's what I'm hearing. And the meeting between Potato and Israel, I think it was. Was it Israel? It didn't go well. I know that. I can say that. So what do? Do we expect something to just go off at any moment? I don't know. Will it be Israel? Will it be Russia? Who's going to strike first? How do we prepare for this? Or can we prepare for this? That's the question. Can we? I don't know. I don't know. All right, guys. That's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one, okay? I love you. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fear less. If you guys ever need to email me or get a hold of me, always feel free to email me at any time, okay?